Hi guys, Heaven Salta here, and this video has to deal with the Jezebel spirit in a man. Okay. The Jezebel spirit, and you guys can do the research. Jezebel was a queen who pretty much manipulated and seduced men to do her will. Okay, she's very malicious queen, very evil person, and obviously when she passed over, she became even more powerful as an evil entity in the spirit world. So the Jezebel spirit is something that is ancient, and it's been there, oh my gosh, since the beginning of times. And I feel like some people are actually born with this spirit, and it's mostly associated with women, like women. You hear it, you do the research, you hear like Kim Kardashian, she's a Jezebel spirit, to the very seductive, malicious, and and when you're caught up in their web, then it's like you're cursed for life, men, when they're caught up in the Jezebel spirit's web. But what I want to talk about is the Jezebel spirit in a man, okay, which is not as common, but it is still there. When the Jezebel spirit is in a man, the traits are, the man comes off charming, pretty funny, personable. Those people you're like, oh, there's something about you that attracts me to you, type of thing. And it's so they have this really charming appearance, and to lure you in. Once they lure you in, and they're the type of person that, okay, so if you were like a single mom, they would be like after your kids, like, oh, you would look at them and say, oh my gosh, you're so good with my kids, and this is how they would win you over. And the whole plot to a Jezebel spirit in a man is they're going to trick you into thinking that they are something that they're not, like the perfect guy, so understanding, so charming, so funny, so handsome, all this stuff. But it's really to lure you in. And once they got you, because their whole goal is to get you married, like they want to like hold you down, control you. Once they got you, their whole personality changes. And that's the trick. And literally from night to day. So they go from this like wonderful, charming, funny, awesome person. You're like, oh my God, treats me like a queen. And then as soon as they got you, boom, they become this abusive, mind game playing, condescending, manipulative person. Like almost night and day. Okay, so if you're noticing these traits in a person, then chances are, in a male I should say, chances are they probably have the Jezebel spirit in them. Okay, now I have seen this Jezebel spirit in some of my family members, and what it looks like is it's like a shadow, a female shadow entity that's attached to the male. So like you see this like woman walking alongside, the person. And they have moments where they're so funny and charming. You're like, oh my God, this person's so awesome. And you see them in a different light. But when the Jezebel's in them, they actually enjoy making someone else feel really bad. Like they know what buttons to push, what things to say to get at you to where it hits you in your core, like your weaknesses. Like if you feel like, let's say you feel like you're not so smart or something like that, they would know what to say to really like jab a sword in you to where you feel like crap, like, oh wow, I really am not smart. So if you think that you know someone that has a Jezebel spirit in them, the way that the Jezebel spirit ceases is when she is confronted. What does this mean? Most people don't know they have the Jezebel spirit, especially a man, because like I said, it's so associated with women. It's almost like obvious when a woman has that, okay? But when a man has it, it's easier to hide, okay? So it doesn't like to be found. The minute you confront it and you call it by its name and you say, I know it's you, Jezebel, ICU type of thing. Then since it has nowhere to hide, it's going to reveal itself, and it's not going to be amusing anymore. The whole thing about the Jezebel spirit is to trick you and fool you until it's got complete control. Okay, and that's a game that it plays, and it enjoys that game. The minute you take away that power, they have no use for you. Okay, so what's the ultimate goal? Control, and they want to pretty much destroy your life. But the minute you confront it, and you know what it is, and you know what you're dealing with, and you say, hey, you have no power here, no authority here, obviously it's not going to be an easy thing. You have to work with that person that's been attached to the Jezebel spirit to make them aware that they have it, so that they can wish it away, because we ultimately have the willpower. I can choose to let something in or not. So you have to make sure that the person that you reveal to them that has it, that they want to let it go. Because, if they're aware it's there and they want to keep it there, well, then that's an entirely different story. But most people are not aware, especially men, are not aware that they have that. And they, if you make them aware and they do seek the help, you can help them get rid of it, Again, it's up to their willpower, but just keep that in mind. The traits are, think of like the Gemini, two personalities, super nice guy, and then boom, 360-degree switch once they in a relationship or marry you. They tend to be abusive, manipulative, condescending, and like I said, you can see the glimmer of joy in their eyes when they say something that they know makes you feel bad. Like it's almost like their eyes laugh. That right there, it's a red flag. So reach out to me if you think you've encountered this. If you may know someone who has that spirit, just you have to make them aware. You have to call it out, and then hopefully they accept to get rid of it, and things will get better after that. Okay.